And we are back with another interview. And for people that is just tuning in, today is a crazy day. 8 different top players here talking about their first impression of Trackmania. The next one is Scrapie, and then Massa, and then Kappa. So stay tuned. A lot of big interviews coming up here. But for now, let's focus about Scrapie. Scrapie, one of the best players in the world so far in 2020, with his latest second place at Trackmania Grand League. Scrapie, how is life? How busy are you now with the new Trackmania?
Very busy. I don't think I've played this much Trackmania, like, ever.
Really?
Yeah, like over 10 hours per day is quite a lot.
Damn, that's grinding. But do you feel that maybe you can burn yourself out playing that much, or is it just because you have so much motivation at the moment that you play so much?
I don't know. Like currently, burnout is not a thing, but who knows? Like, I don't do much. I don't do very much stuff other than playing right now. So it it can happen.
But then, since you played so much, I guess you have a much better overview of how the game feels than me. Can you tell people what is your first impression of the new Trackmania? I must say, you must like it if you play 10 hours a day. But can you tell people what is the first impression you have of the new Trackmania?
Um, the game is really great. Like gameplay wise, it's super nice. I feel like the physics are more close to the very old TMN than let's say TM2. And gladly, I did the hunting on TMN before, so drifting feels very natural in this game. Because yeah, the car feels heavier, but it slides way easier for some reason. I don't know.
But do
It's
you
a
like the
great
physics,
feeling.
or?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. The physics are really nice.
Hmm. And if you look at all the different blocks that is coming in, do you have a favorite block? Is it the ice block? Is it the reactor boost? What kind of impression do you have of the new blocks that is coming into Trackmania?
New blocks, like the new surfaces. I don't know. They seem all good. I'm a bit scared of tech turns on the normal road because the border outline, like the barrier and the border on the side is in black color, and I can barely see the difference between still being on the road or inside the barrier. So that's the only bad thing I have gameplay wise. But yeah,
But do you think that this is a needed implementation from Trackmania? Do you think that now that you have played it for a week, do you feel that this was a necessary step for Nadeo to eventually help Trackmania for a longer run?
yeah, it was definitely necessary to launch Trackmania like up in everyone's awareness and into esports again. There wouldn't be like there was no chance they would do it with the old Trackmania. They needed a new game to come out that is ready for the competition and such.
Hmm. And we have a lot of big streamers streaming it. I saw you were playing on the same server as Lyric, if I recall correctly, you being in chat there. How is it to see so many big streamers showcasing the game? Do you have any favorite that has streamed it so far? What is your impression of other big streamers streaming the game?
Yeah, it's really nice to see them play the game, especially Lyric now that he's come back 4 times now already to the game and plays it literally every evening. It's really nice to see. Uh, yeah, like I watched all of these streamers except XQC for a long time already, like Soda, Lyric, and so on. But I'm not sure if Soda will come back, but Soda is not streaming right now at all. But I guess he would have played more as well. But it's really nice to see these big North American streamers coming into the scene, really wanting to play and dueling each other and so on.
If you just spoke with Pack and he was lucky enough to collaborate or at least play with one of his favorite streamers, who would if you could pick one streamer to maybe teach Trackmania or play with, who would that streamer be?
I mean, I'd love to help everybody out that I watch. So DNA streamers are nice, but I don't know. Getting in contact with them is hard. Like, funny story actually, like 15 minutes before this, somebody messaged me if I had contact to Lyric. So, but I don't.
Yet.
Unlucky.
You don't have it yet. Let's
Yet.
fix that.
Pretty hard to get in contact.
Yeah. But let's talk about some upcoming events for you. Like I mentioned, your latest big achievement was the second place in Lyon, probably the biggest achievement of your career. Now, the next season of Trackmania Grand League is coming up. But before that, a show match. How much have you prepared for that show match?
I'm trying to prepare like 2 or 3 hours per day with the stream. Sometimes in the evening, sometimes not. Depends on if I have time or not, if I'm doing something else. But yeah, I wanna perform, wanna show off. You know, it's the new game, new season, new teams, new people watching. You gotta perform.
So do you feel that, are you looking to perform on this? Do you actually take this show match serious, or is it for fun for you?
I'd love to place really good in it as well. Like not fully for fun, like a bit serious. It's obviously pretty hard because of the new game. Since I noticed that driving regular is not that easy as in the other games, because it's not in my brain to stay away from the barriers as easily as in the other games. So yeah.
But one of the bigger stories from the last season of Trackmania Grand League, you got into existence, quite a big team, then you had to leave because they didn't hold up the contract. Then you ended up being one of the most successful players there. Have you gotten any big offers since your second place in Lyon? And do you even know what team you're playing for in the upcoming season?
No, as I don't think I said it on stream, but I said in my Discord that I have a new team by now, but obviously not public. But yeah, we had a lot of offers and such. But was kind of like a bit of battling here and there. I had a sad story with another orc who left Team Gel again because of circumstances and so on. But we're decent orcs, and I'm really glad for what I have now. But yeah, you guys have to wait until the show match or somehow in this week when it will be revealed.
Oh, damn, keeping us on the fence here. But can you say that are you at least happy with what you're offering now? Does this look more promising than what you had the first impression of existence?
It's obviously the best offer I've ever gotten in my history because the game is now at its biggest peak esports wise. So yeah, definitely better than what I had back then. This was all a mess back then.
But we talk about big streamers, and something that you mentioned here is that you are actually one of the more popular streamers in Trackmania now. If you look at who actually is a Trackmania player, how much do you actually focus to grow your Trackmania stream now that there is a new game, probably a lot of hype? Do you actually plan to stream? Do you actually plan to grow your channel as well?
I'm planning on keeping what I'm doing right now. I want to try to keep up, and it's at least gonna stay up until physically, like studying physically, is back on. And that will be in November, so I have a lot of time until there to see how it goes. Um, but I'm trying to keep up the schedule, like at least 4 hours a day, maybe one day off per week or something. And yeah, outside of Twitch, although not that much, like I'm not planning on doing YouTube or something yet.
Yet.
Yes, I'm not an editor, and if I stream 5 to 6 hours every day or something, then it's gonna be hard to edit in the evening.
Yeah, exactly. For a guy who actually likes to watch the best players play against the best, it was kind of sad to see once you posted it on Twitter that you were somewhat officially banned from the ZrT event that is coming up. Uh, were you surprised that you got sort of information that essentially 1 year later, it seemed like you at least had no information about it before that? Okay, I'm actually officially banned from the ZrT events for the continued future.
Yeah, I had no information on it. Like, I just got a message out of the blue by John. Yeah, you're banned, by the way, forever. And I was like, what? Like, one day before release, I was like, wait a second, what? wrote
Yeah.
wrote back with him, thought about it, but yeah.
So there's no, if you talk about it today, there's no like clarification about it. You're not unbanned. They are not told you why you are, like a deeper explanation about why you're banned.
No, the only thing I got is that staff decided on this. Like, I asked why they do it. They never talked, like ZrT never talked to me and so on. But the message kind of seemed like that ZrT had almost no part in the decision, but mostly his staff was upset.
Hmm.
And that again is a bit weird because it was basically me against the staff also at the event, which caused the problem. So them calling the ban is always a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, I accepted it and it's fine. But making the decision 1 year later is just a total mess. Like that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, because obviously it's sad to see that you are now not able to play in the ZRT event because you were one of the biggest favorites heading into the last year's offline edition, where you eventually got knocked out in the semifinal. But this also robbed you of the opportunity to be a beta tester, because if you beta tested the Trackmania game, you're not allowed to play in the ZRT event. But now that you know you were not allowed to play it either, would you have liked to actually be a beta tester for this game, and maybe then Nadeo then can have an input from a professional player?
Yeah, this was actually the ban itself was I was almost more upset about this opportunity being like that I couldn't take this opportunity just because they were too lazy or to do anything before that date, like to do it so late. I would have loved to help the game out itself because they had no like super high tier players in there or something. Yeah, they had some good players, but no one would was currently competing in highest divisions. I think.
We might have jumped a bit too far here. I've seen some Lumar in the chat asking about sort of the reason behind it. Can you give us a short explanation about what happened in Strasbourg that eventually led them to? I was there myself, but I didn't recall any like outrage. I just saw you on stage. Were frustrated. I saw you, of course. I filmed you once you jumped out of the stairs and fell, but after that, I didn't see anything. Why? What can you tell us? Why? What happened?
So basically, my PC on stage had issues, but nobody basically noticed, or like they had. Nobody even noticed me not even playing around because my PC was literally frozen and so on. And they didn't restart rounds or anything because of PC issues. My PC didn't get fixed. They just said play on. And yeah, after the famous jump off the stairs backstage, I screamed at the game, like threw my control on the ground and screamed at John for why is he not doing anything? It's just unfair and so on. Very like almost crying and so on. And then yeah, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I think I only said this is just not fair. It's not fair, and screaming at John basically backstage. So the ban is deserved, at least for a year, and yeah. But what really made me mad afterwards again was same issue happened next match with Babu, and what do? Instant swap, whole setup, PC, everything. But for me, they did nothing.
Yeah, it's, like I said, that's a guy who essentially I don't care what tracks are played. I just want the best of the best to play against the other best players at the biggest stage. So now that you are gone from the ZrT event, that is sad. But what can we do about it? Just have to focus more about the Trackmania Grand League, and maybe this season you will step up from the second place to the first place, right?
Yeah, definitely going for it this season.
You think it's actually reachable, or do you feel that maybe you had a bigger chance in Trackmania 2 Stadium when you knew the game better?
No, I think I have a bigger chance here actually, because I think I can learn a new game a bit faster than Carl, for example. Although now I'm getting like seeing it, I'm getting a bit scared about Gwen because new game, young player, they always learn so quickly. So, yeah.
But that's it for people that want to follow you on stream. When are you streaming? I mean, you said that you are targeting the Asian market once I was talking to you in chat. When can people find you or catch you on a stream?
No, I'm streaming every morning from like 9 a.m. CST to basically either to lunch 1 p.m. or until like 3 or 4 p.m. Depends on how I feel at the day.
That's it for today. A short interview once again. The next one is coming up in 3 minutes, so I have to let you go. But appreciate you taking the time. Good luck in the show match as it's coming up this weekend. And then, more importantly, good luck in the upcoming ZrT. No, not ZrT, the Trackmania Grand League. Yeah. I wish it was ZrT. That's why my brain said it.
Oh, man. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man. That's it. Bye-bye. Next interview is Masa coming up shortly. Stay tuned, guys.